Okay, class? Before anything else, let us give thanks to our Almighty Father through prayer as to be guided for our today's activity. Okay, you may now take your seat. Okay, so let's check our attendance first. Say present if your name is called. Do we have an assignment, class? Okay, so kindly pass your assignment to the front and do not stand. By the way, class, I would like to remind everyone about our classroom rules. First, raise your hand if you want to answer, talk, or say something. Okay? Second, silently go out of the classroom if you want to pee or use the comfort room and use the exit door. Okay? So third, listen to the person who is talking as a sign of respect. And lastly, avoid unnecessary noise when the discussion is ongoing or an activity is being conducted so that we understand each other and for you to learn. Is everyone clear, class? Okay. Before we move on to our new lesson, let us first recall what you have learned from the past lesson. Okay, so what was our lesson yesterday? Raymar. Very good. Okay, so again, what is synonym? Robilin. Alright, excellent. Any questions, clarifications about synonyms? Okay, so this morning, I would like you to meet my two closest friends, which is Raymart and Renato. Okay, so Raymart and Renato are brothers, but they are still as different as can be. Raymart has a brown hair, while Renato has a black hair. Okay, so what else are they different? That's right. They different in so many ways, but they differ the most in the way they talk. Okay, so whenever Raymart talks, he uses formal language, while Renato, he uses informal language. As you can probably tell, Raymart is more serious, while Renato is a bit more laid back. Okay, so now, let's have a short activity before we proceed to our new lesson. Who among you here can identify what are these three jumble words? Okay, now you have 3 minutes to answer. Okay, class, what is the answer for number 1? Okay, how about number 2? Yes. Alright. How about the last one? Number 3. Okay, very good. All of your answer is correct. Now, based on the activity, what do you think is our lesson for today? Anyone? Yes, Nadine. Very good. It is all about formal and informal language. But before we proceed with today's lesson, I have here the objectives of today's activity. Everyone, kindly read. Okay, so our lesson objective for today is first, we can identify and differentiate between formal and informal language. Second, we can use formal and informal English when appropriate to task a situation. Third is appreciate the importance of learning to use formal and informal language. Okay? This morning, we are going to talk about formal and informal language. What comes to your mind when you hear the word formal? Anyone? Yes, Alexa. Alright, very good, Alexa. Formal language is a style of writing or speaking that is considered polite and proper. Some places you may find formal language are: first, at the school; second, at a business; third, in court; and lastly, in essays and academic papers. And also, when we are talking about important person, like example, the President of the Philippines, or when we talk about the municipal mayor. Okay? Question, class. What are the example of polite and proper speaking? Anyone? Yes, Rowley. Correct. What else? Correct. All of your answer is correct. And all of those are the example of polite and proper speaking. In short, that's the example of formal language. How about when we say informal language? Anyone? Yes, Giselle. Okay. Informal language is a casual, spontaneous, and everyday style of speech and writing that is used in communicating with people you know or want to get to know. Okay? Some places you may find formal language are: first, at home; second, with your friends; third, with family; fourth, among kids and peers; fourth, at the park or playgrounds; and lastly, at the place that is casual. Can anyone give an example of casual conversation? Yes, LB. Correct. Anyone? All of your answer is correct. And all of those are the example of casual speaking or conversation. In short, that's the example of informal language. And here are more examples of formal and informal language. Notice how they differ from each other. Okay, are you ready for an activity class? Okay, so I'm going to group you into two groups. Each group will present based on what task or scenario will be assigned to them using the formal and informal language. And every group will present it to the front. Are you ready? So, what are the things to remember when we talk to someone? Anyone? Correct. When we talk to someone, we need to show respect and very careful with your words. Okay, so again class, when do we use formal English? Alright, how about informal English? Alright, how are the two languages different from each other? Okay, so formal English is used in more serious situations, while informal English is used in everyday conversation and casual situations. Okay, class? Okay, so do you have a question? None so far. So now we go to our quiz. So get one per sheet of paper. Write F if the words state formal English and IF for informal English. Okay? So you have 30 minutes to answer the question. If you're done, please pass your paper to the front. Okay, so do you have question about our lesson for today, class? None? Okay, so if there's none, okay, so you may go. And please pick pieces of paper before you go. Okay, so goodbye, class. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.